Recording in progress.
Okay. Good evening. Welcome to the 8-3 Conservation Commission meeting. In accordance with the provisions of MGL Chapter 38, Section 20, notice is hereby given that the Conservation Commission will meet this evening, Wednesday, August 3rd, 2022 at 7 p.m., Meeting Room 124, 1 Liberty Lane, Norfolk, Mass. Additional public access to this meeting shall be done via Zoom, online video conferencing. This application will allow users to view the meeting and provide comments. To join, follow the web link and call the dial-in listed in the Town of Norfolk website. Please be advised this meeting on video record for future rebroadcast. /Norfolk. One person. First up is 6 Kingsbury Road. I need to accept a motion to open the hearing under the Norfolk Wetland bylaws.
Adam Zucker so moves to open a conversation on the wetland protection regulations.
Norfolk Wetland bylaw.
The Norfolk Wetland bylaws. So well said.
I need a second.
Do we skip this?
Regan Malani, second.
Okay. Do we have any discussion? This was, do you want to just give a quick summary, Caitlin?
Sure. So since the last meeting, a DEP file number was issued with no comments from DEP. Additionally, a revised plan was submitted. If you look behind you, you can see the revised plan. The revisions include additional erosion control barriers to the east and west that kind of wrap around the area of disturbance to ensure that there's no sedimentation issues during construction.
That was the big thing that you recommended last time, because if you remember, directly behind it's kind of like a rock structure that was like a semicircle, but there was nothing to the left where they were having all the, left and right where they're having the construction. So
Yes.
that's one thing that Caitlin had asked them to do.
Yeah, and it's a pretty steep slope on the other side of that existing retaining wall, and then to the east and west of the proposed addition. So that was my one recommendation from the last meeting. So with the revised plans, I now think that the commission has all the information they need to issue an order of conditions.
Does anybody have any comments or concerns, or? I think we did a pretty good job last week going over everything, and they did what we asked. So, and no one's in the audience for this.
The homeowner is in the audience. David, did you have any comments?
If you're talking, you're muted.
Hello, property owner here, David Pasquan.
Hi, David.
I don't know if you're waiting for me, but
Did you have any comments for the board?
no, nothing to add. For what we provided.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay, so if we're all set, then I'll accept a motion to close the hearing under both the Wetland Protection Act and the Norfolk Wetland bylaws. Make a motion.
This is Maggie Crow, so moved.
Okay, now I need a second.
Adam Zucker second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passes. Okay, so now I need a motion to vote to approve or deny the orders of conditions. So I need someone to make a motion to approve the order of conditions.
Adam Zucker moves to approve the order of conditions for 6 Kingsbury.
Maggie Crow, second.
Okay, all
Yes.
approve?
All in favor?
All in favor, yeah, thank you.
Got you. We're all here for a
I think I was
reason.
having a stroke.
That's not funny.
Do you want us to sign now as we go along or at the end?
Any,
Okay.
no, deny? everything?
No opposed?
Okay, so it
No,
passes.
All
Aye.
ayes.
Yeah, all ayes, no nays. Okay, so that passes. So that will be one we'll sign after.
Okay.
Okay, so the next thing on our agenda is the wetland protection regulations. Does anybody have anything they wish to add? Or, I know we went over it last week, there were just a few kind of tweaks. Caitlin went through the whole thing.
Yeah, so we went over the updated filing fees and additional categories to add filing fees for. Some additional changes, section 8(4)C, changed the butter notification requirements to include certificate of mailing as an acceptable form of notification. And then under section 14(1)D, amend the submittal requirements from 3 hard copies to 2 hard copies for both initial filings and supplemental information.
Okay. So we don't have anything further, and then I assume that I think we talked about this last time, that if you feel, or one of the members feels that maybe there's something we could add as we go on through time, we could, add a fee, or we talked about like site visits, if you had to do so many extra site visits because somebody was not ready. When they said they were, that's something that we might look at later on if that's something you want to do.
Yes, I believe at the last meeting, during that discussion, the members kind of came to the conclusion that if it did become a problem, it could be the case where, a COC is denied and they would have to refile. And then if, that doesn't seem to be working, potentially add that as another filing fee category in the future.
Yeah. And then we might even, I was thinking after this, the last meeting, that when we get these large 40B projects, that maybe there should be, if you have to go out once a month or every 2 weeks, there should be a charge for that on something that's a larger project that requires more maintenance from us. If, it's something to think about, that,
Yes,
because I
that
don't
could
think
also be
that-
something that could be included as, a special condition of a permit if monitoring was required.
Yeah, because I know we've had, I think on Seccong Street, we asked the peer reviewer for, I think it was ZBA, to kind of monitor the project.
I believe it was the planning board.
Okay, I knew it was one of them because I talked to Rich McCarthy about that, because,
And typically, from what I've seen, typically the planning board will put that in their permits since they are the stormwater authority.
okay,
And so that's typically how it's worked.
all right. So, we don't have anything else? Accept a motion to approve the proposed amendments to the regulation?
Your turn.
Yes, Regan Milani, motion to approve the proposed changes to the wetland protection bylaw regulations.
A second?
Adam Zucker, second.
All,
In favor?
yeah, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
It's a team effort. We're a team.
Exactly.
We're a nice little corner here.
So, it passes. All right, so the next one is 358 Main Street, enforcement order. Caitlin's worked on that. So I'd like a motion the applicant would like to move it to the 9/7 meeting. So we can move that to the 9/7 meeting at 7 PM. You just
Enrique
want-
Milani, motion to continue the item 358 Main Street enforcement order to September 7th. I think, again, this isn't a public hearing, so it probably doesn't need a time. It's just an agenda item.
Yeah, I would, yes.
Okay, so.
So I would
But-
just
move it
continue the
to-
item,
Okay.
to appointments
Just
for,
remain on the agenda, yeah.
yep.
Maggie Crowe, second.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? No.
Nope.
It passes to the 9/7 meeting. All right, we have an action item, 18 Kinney Pond Road. Did you want to just give a brief synopsis of,
Sure, and Elaine, if you wanted to pull up the plan. 18 Kinney Pond Road, the project comprised the construction of a single-family home. The access drive leading to that home included a stream crossing. The stream crossing entailed the construction of a 24-inch diameter RCP culvert and head walls on either side of the driveway. The house itself was in the 100-foot buffer zone to BVW and Bank. I conducted a site inspection today, August 3rd, to confirm existing conditions. I found the site to be improved by a single-family home and associated site features. The culvert and the head walls were found to be in good condition and constructed according to spec. The site was in stable condition at the time of my inspection. All of the general and special conditions appear to have been adhered to. There is one continuing condition, which is special condition number 9, that states dumping of yard waste in the BVW or 100-foot buffer zone to BVW is considered fill and a violation of the Wetland Protection Act as well as the Norfolk Wetlands bylaw. So based on my review of the submitted materials and my site inspection, I believe the project was completed in substantial compliance with the approved work. And I believe that the commission has all the information they need to issue a full COC with the continuing special condition number 9.
okay. Anybody have any questions or comments?
When we have a continuing special condition, does that mean it's something that happened? And so we're continuing that to make sure it doesn't happen in the future? Or is that,
So even though they've gotten their COC, that
So it kind of protects us so that if Caitlin goes back out, she can say, look, we gave you the COC with the guideline that you can't dump your leaves in the wetlands anymore. And if she goes back and she sees they're continuing to do it, then we have a way to then put in an order and then
Enforce it.
possibly fine them.
Enforcement action
Yeah,
in
And-
perpetuity.
Yep, and that's written directly on the COC form, so that'll get recorded at the registry.
so the next landowner that comes in, obviously, will have a copy of that COC and those orders of conditions. All right, so if that's the case, then we want to have, we want to make a motion to issue a complete certificate of compliance with the continuing special condition number 9 for 18 Kinney Pond Road.
this is Maggie Crowe. I make a motion to issue the complete certificate of compliance for 18 Kinney Pond Road with the continuing special condition number 9.
Adam Zucker, second.
Back me up.
I was impressed. pass it.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Aye. None opposed, it passes.
Did I beat you to it?
No, but you did it
So,
without a hitch.
the next order, 69 Union Street,
Oh,
under new and old business. So, I think
I'll have to recuse, which would, I think, leaves us without a quorum.
with 3.
Correct.
So what we could do is, since it's just, we could just add it on to next, I don't think we need to vote on moving it to next month.
That's correct. An
yep.
agenda item, you
Next
can
meeting.
just continue it. No action.
No.
And then there are the minutes for approval.
Yeah. So did everybody get a chance to look at the minutes? Any issues? None? Okay. So need someone to make a motion to approve the minutes for our July 6th meeting, 2022.
Adam Zucker moves to accept the minutes from the last meeting of July 6th, 2022.
Regan Malani, second.
Okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. And it passes? So, does anybody have anything they would like to bring up for the meeting?
No, this was a very quick meeting.
I caught a milk snake the other day.
18 minutes, I think that's a record for me.
Unfortunately.
Definitely for me.
Actually, last
in the-
year, we had 3 of us at a drive from work to here to have a meeting to open and a motion to close. Because we didn't have enough members.
And they taped it.
And they taped
They
it.
taped that 30
Like a
seconds.
minute.
Was it during the summer?
It was last September. Yep. But, anyway,
So a motion to close the meeting, adjourn the meeting. Regan Malani?
need a
Adam
second?
Zucker, second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Our meeting is closed.